Hey everybody, Steve from Stuff with Steve. Um, Today I wanted to do a channel update slash sportsmanship in paintball video. This is the channel update, something that I have to get out before I really get rolling with the channel. And sportsmanship in paintball, something that I wanted to talk about in detail. I think it's an issue that needs to be discussed and put out on the internet. Um, so first off, I'm going to do the channel update, just to get that out of the way, and then I'm going to roll into the sportsmanship half of the video. Um, I've been having some issues getting connected to the internet. So while my goal is to get a video up every week, the gap between my first two videos and this video will be pretty evident that's not something that's going to be readily achievable all the time, but that is my goal. My access to the internet isn't always great. I don't always have my camera with me. I don't always have my paintball stuff with me in order to do a video, but it is something I will try to get around, and it'll be a challenge for me, and I will try to get video out every week. But if you subscribe to my channel and it's been a week and I haven't introduced a new video, bear in with me. I will try to get something out. Not to say I'm going to put out poor content just for the sake of getting out a video, but I will try to get something out for you guys. My work schedule is a little bit unpredictable. I'm not going to tell you guys what I do, but because of the nature of the work I do, I'm not really going to know where I'm going to be working or what I'm going to be doing until the day before. So if I plan to get a video out and get it recorded and all the rest of it, and then I get a call saying that I have to go do this job, I'm going to have to go do that job, and that video is going to be put on hold. But like I said, I will try to get a video out. My goals for my outlook for 2016 as to content. For work, I'm going to be going to Vegas, and I'm going to try and do a couple of days, stay a couple of days after the business section of my trip is done to go see the sights and do some of the crazy things that are available in Vegas. And I'm going to try and get as much video of that as possible. I'm going to be going with my best friend. I've known this girl for like 13, 14 years now. Jess, she's a really cool chick. We're going to be going to Vegas. I'm going to try and get gameplay videos out. Hopefully it's not going to be too boring. And hopefully it'll be entertaining for you guys, but I will try to get gameplay videos out. I just recorded a review video for a paintball gear package, and I'm going to get that edited and put together, and I'm going to get that out. I also have a tech video that I'm going to talk to my buddy Dono from Stuff with Dono, and I might be putting it on his channel. I might be putting it on mine. I might be putting it on both, so bear in with me on that. Watch both channels, subscribe to both channels for that one. Advice videos, maybe I'll do a couple of those if this channel picks up and people want advice on specific aspects of paintball, or what should they do, this and that and the other thing. And drills and strategy. Me and Dono shot some footage. It was on his camera and ended up getting corrupted and lost. Running through drills with my girlfriend, who's very new to the sport. So I'm gonna try and reshoot some of that with her if she'll cooperate, and I'll try to get that out at some point in 2016. It'll be more woods ball strategy and like the difference between woods ball versus speed ball. Tactics and strategy. So that's the channel update. Lots planned for 2016. The issue is putting it into effect more than the desire to do it. It's the ability to sportsmanship in paintball. This is what I really, really wanted to talk about. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. There's a lot of videos out there in general of paintball cheaters, of what not to do and all the rest of it. And there's a lot of video showing the negative aspects of paintball. There's a lot of video showing the good aspects, to be fair, but there's a lot of videos showing cheating and stuff like that in paintball. And it kind of bothers me a little bit, because I know from my experience playing paintball that that's not that's not the standard. So I wanted to go over it and just get it out there on what good sportsmanship is. Attitude. Attitude is a big thing. You got to go, when you go paintballing, you're going there to have fun. You're going there to, it's a recreational thing. It's a game, right? You got to go there with the mentality, the attitude that you're going to have fun and you're going to play with people. And you're gonna, you're gonna try and make the day as fun and exhilarating and tiring as possible for everybody. Attitude is a big factor. You got to be positive. You got to be encouraging. You got to be welcoming. There might be a lot of renters that day. You just gotta, ribbing them's not a big deal. I rib renters all the time. But you got to be welcoming to them. That's how you get more people into the sport. Your conduct is very important. How you conduct yourself, how you present the sport of paintball. If somebody sneaks up on you and mercies you, the best reaction is to be, "Oh man, that was a great move." I was mercied one time getting out playing. I think I have video of it. I might post it in my gameplay footage. I was focused on two people in front of me. I didn't notice the guy coming around behind me, and he mercied me. Right? He came up and cut 5 feet away, between 5 and 10 feet away from me, pointed his marker at me, yelled, "Mercy! Say mercy!" And I put my hand up and I said, "All right, you got me. Fair enough. Good going." Right? And I walked off the field. And when we went to the pit, to the staging area, he came up and he said, "Oh man, I got you, I mercied you." And he was so proud of himself, and I could tell he was very proud of himself for being able to get close enough to me to mercy me. And I didn't get upset and say, "Oh, you suck," or, "Oh, you're such a noob," or, "Oh, you cheated." I didn't get all bent out of shape. I just turned to him and I said, "Hey man," this also plays in attitude. I just turned to him and I said, "Hey man, that was beautiful. That was awesome. How did you do that?" "Oh, you went around this." "Okay, I'm going to have to keep an eye. I'm going to have to improve myself as a paintball player so that doesn't happen again," right? Attitude, conduct. I conducted myself in a respectful manner, right? I said to him, "Oh, that's great. Good job. You did a good job," right? So that looks better for the sport, because there were renters there that day. There were people there. It was their first time playing paintball, and that just paints a positive light on paintball. Oh, these guys are really good guys. I want to come paintballing again. I want to get more into the sport in their eyes. When you get frustrated, which everybody does in everything, you will get frustrated in paintball. The best thing to do, I found, for me, the best thing to do is just get off the field, go sit to yourself, take 10 minutes, take a couple deep breaths. All right, what was I doing wrong? All right, what was, okay, how did he get the drop on me? And just reflect and think and give yourself time to calm down, to reflect on what's happening, to meditate, and just, get collected again. You're going to get frustrated. It is a challenging sport, and with anything that's challenging, there's going to be frustration, which is fair. But just know how to deal with that, and to not let it get the better of you, and to not pick fights on the field, and to not bonus ball people, and to not just do things that are considered cheating, or that are considered unsportsmanlike, or that just paint a very bad light on paintball. You have to realize that a lot of times renters or some people that are there that day, if you're playing racquetball, haven't paintballed before, and how you behave is going to cast either a light or a shadow over their first experience paintballing. And the, one of the biggest goals of paintballing is to get more people into the sport. So getting frustrated, getting angry, and starting fights is not going to be good for the sport. It's not going to be healthy for the sport, and it's not going to encourage those people who might be there for their first time playing to come back. They're not going to want to play if everybody's getting all bent out of shape and angry. So just keep that in mind. If you're getting frustrated, like I said, go off and calm down and cool down and think over what's going on, and maybe take a drink of water and just relax for a second, and then come back. Helpfulness. One of the things I personally love about paintball is that it's a brotherhood. Everybody's willing to help everybody. I was playing with Dono and his buddy Mitchell, and there was another player there. He was a little, I think he had attention deficit or something like that. He was all over the place, and he was talking a lot, and he had a bunch, and he was just a little bit of a goofy guy, but he was all right. And he was having trouble with his marker. So, he's, oh, guys, can you give me a hand, all the rest of it? I said, well, what's wrong with your marker? He goes, oh, it's shooting funny. Right, sorry about that, guys. My camera died. As I was saying, the guy said, my marker's not working. It's not shooting. It's shooting funny. So me and Mitchell took him to the range, and we troubleshot his marker and what exactly was going wrong with it. And we were able to, within a matter of minutes, get him up and going and playing again. I can't remember what was wrong. I think there was just, we set it up properly and got it going again. I can't remember. But that's the main thing, is we got to help out each other. We got to look out for each other. Especially when there's, like I said before, there's people who are playing for their first time. They're not necessarily familiar with the sport, or they're younger kids, and their parents brought them because they, begged and begged and begged their parents to take them paintballing. They really wanted to try it. The parents get comforted a whole hell of a lot, and they feel more comfortable about letting their little Johnny or their little Susie play paintball if they see that the people that they're playing with aren't going to be dicks. That the people they're playing with are also going to look out for their little child like they would, right? They feel a lot more comfortable about letting their kid get into the sport, and that's nothing but good for paintball. The more people that get into the sport, the better. How you act, it reflects on paintball. I know I've said that a lot, and I'm going to keep saying it. You guys are going to get sick of hearing it, I know, but I don't really feel bad about that because it's so important. Paintball is a sport that is constantly, I want to look for the right words here. It's kind of, the only way to say it really is it's constantly under assault. There are so many stupid people out there doing stupid things with paintball markers and airsoft guns, especially because they're harder to differentiate between. It's harder to differentiate between a airsoft pistol and a real pistol. And there's just so many just cases of people being stupid, of people shooting people out the window, moving cars. Paintball's image as a sport is always under assault. So anything you can do to shed positive light on the sport is going to keep it healthy. It's going to keep it going, and it's going to keep it viable for the next generation of paintball players. Paintball doesn't have that built-in immunity to criticism like, say, hockey or football, where something bad happens in a hockey game, and hockey players or NHL or whatever can just be like, that's hockey, and then they move on, or that's the NFL goes, that's football, and they can move on. Right? We constantly have to show people that no, paintball is not I mean, despite how it's played and the goals of it and everything, it's not a really violent sport. So we're constantly having to prove ourselves. Um, the main goal of any paintball player is to go out and be safe. Number one is to have fun and improve your game, but it's also to represent the sport in a positive manner. That's what's going to get more people into the sport, and that's going to reflect well on the sport in general, and it's going to get more people on, and it's going to keep paintball viable into the future. I look forward to seeing you guys out there. Have fun and play safe.